Hey everybody, it's Wayne. Happy Friday to you. Today we're going to do a live demonstration on me rolling the position reference a covered call that I've written on Chewy. Let's go ahead and show you some important information. We're going to go down to this Show More tab. I want to break down everything that I've done in Chewy. Back on June 1st, I decided to buy 100 shares at $36.99 per share. Remember, when you are selling covered calls, you have to own 100 shares. So I bought my 100 shares and I immediately sold a covered call. When you enter into a covered call contract, if you are the seller, which is me, you are agreeing to sell 100 shares at an agreed upon strike price. And for this contract, I agreed to sell my 100 shares if the price of Chewy reached $37.50 by June 2nd. And for entering into that contract, I was paid by the buyer of that contract $42. Now, as it turns out, that one-day contract that I sold on the 1st, expiring on the 2nd, it turns out the share price of Chewy did not reach $37.50. And so what I decided to do was buy to close early. It's one of the things that I like to do as far as my strategy. I like to lock in profit. I want to buy to close early because it means I can turn right around and sell another covered call. So I did that. I opened it up initially earning $42. I paid back $2, and that means on this one transaction for one day, I earned $40. Now, what did I do after I closed out that contract? You guessed it. I went ahead and sold another covered call for the following week. That's going to be this contract right here. On June 2nd, I was paid $33. Again, I'm the seller of a call, which means I am agreeing to sell my 100 shares of Chewy for the agreed upon strike price of $37. Remember, if the cost of Chewy goes up to $50, I still have to sell my 100 shares at the agreed upon strike price. That's why it's advantageous to a buyer, right? The person who paid me the $33 premium, they are hoping that the cost of Chewy just skyrockets, and then they're going to be able to essentially buy 100 shares. They paid only $33, and now the value of those 100 shares is well more than the 37 strike price that they agreed upon. So let's go ahead and go back to Chewy, and I want to show you what the current share price is looking at. So it's Friday, June 9th. The market's going to go ahead and close in about 3 hours, and right now the share price of Chewy is $37.48. That means if I don't do anything, my 100 shares are going to be called away, again, because it's above or at that $37 strike price. So let's go ahead and show you what it looks like in the app view. I prefer to roll my positions within the app. Again, you guys are seeing my position within Chewy. There's my 100 shares. Cost base is $36.99. There's the contract. And right now, the current value of that contract is around $50. Now, that number is going to fluctuate as the share price of Chewy goes up or goes down. So right now, if I just wanted to buy to close this contract, you know what? I do not want to part ways with my 100 shares. If I wanted to buy to close early, I could, but I would have to pay $51. Well, if I received $33 and I'm paying $51, that means, yes, I'm keeping my shares, but I'm taking a loss on this covered call transaction. And of course, we want to earn net positive premium. We don't want to pay it back. So I'm going to go ahead and not exclusively buy to close, but rather I'm going to go ahead and roll this position. And essentially, when you roll a position, you're adding an additional step to buying to close. You are simultaneously selling or opening up a new position, and hopefully you do it for net positive premium. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and initiate a covered call roll. So let me go ahead and go to the options chain. And again, it's going to show you guys at the very top. Right now, to buy out my current position is going to cost me $50. And so one of the things that I want to go ahead and look at is, can I earn more than $50 in premium by rolling this position to the following week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks out? So right now, if I were to roll this position, and again, you're going to see that number change as far as the value of the current contract. It's gone from $50 to $47. Right now, if I were willing to roll out this position 7 days to the 16th, and I were to choose this 37 strike price, I would earn $120. Remember, you take that $1.20, you have to multiply it by 100. That's not bad, because if you take the 120 and you minus the 46 that I pay it back, right? That means I'm going to earn net positive premium on this transaction. But one of the things that I want to do is when I roll my position, not only do I want to earn net positive premium, but I want to choose a better strike price. And currently, my strike price is $37. I would like to choose a strike price that would earn me capital gains if those 100 shares were to be called away. Remember, my cost basis for my shares of Chewy was $36.99. So at the very minimum, I'm not going below $37, but I would like to see some capital appreciation. And I think that Chewy is going to give me that along with premium. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look here at this $37.50 strike price. If I were to choose that strike price, I would receive $95 in premium. You subtract that from the 47, and the difference would be obviously net positive premium. Now I could also choose a strike price of $38. Now that would give me $100 of capital gains if those shares were to be called away, but I would earn less in the amount of premium. So there's a couple of decisions that I have to make. I actually think that Chewy's stock price is going to go up in value. And so if I believe that, maybe I want to choose a higher strike price to lock in some potential capital gains, again, should those shares be called away. So in the interest of time, I'm going to go ahead and choose a strike price of $38 for June 16th. And when I click on this plus icon, it's going to go ahead and give me a quick summary that I'm buying to close my current contract, which means I'm paying $47. And then I'm opening up a new contract in which I'm going to earn $72. The difference on that transaction would be $24. But the most important thing is I earn net positive premium, and I have put myself in a better position to earn more in the form of capital gains. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm this contract. Now, one thing I should point out is Robin is always going to have a spread in that options train, right? You've got your bid, you've got your ask, for the most part able to get in somewhere in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and review this, and I'm going to go ahead and submit yes, I do want to enter this contract. Now, is that contract going to be filled immediately? Not necessarily, because remember, the cost of Chewy or the share price of Chewy is doing this thing. It's going up, it's going down. So we're going to go ahead and just let this chill out for a moment. I think it's going to be filled. So we'll come back here shortly and give you guys another update. All right, and that transaction did go through, so let's go ahead and give you a summary. It took about 2 minutes before it officially went through, and that's not abnormal when you're trying to roll a position. So here's the confirmation of the trade. You guys can see here at 9:46 on the morning of the 9th, I earned net positive premium of $25. And then it breaks down the legs of that transaction. So here you have the contract that expires today. I had to pay back $45. And then I sold to open up a new contract. And for that transaction, I earned $70. So the difference being $25. Let's go ahead and show you how it looks here on the web, and then we're going to go ahead and fill out the spreadsheet so you guys can see how much premium I've earned on Chewy. So if we scroll down, again, my cost basis is the same, right? I now have a new covered call contract. Remember, this is now going to expire 1 week from today, and my updated strike price is $38. Remember, that's a good thing, because now if Chewy goes above $38, that means I'm going to earn the difference between $38 and $36.99 versus the contract that expired today, right? Currently the share price of Chewy is $37.38. So I was set to lose those 100 shares. Now if Chewy goes up and to the right by next week, yes, I could still be in the same situation where I'm going to lose my 100 shares, but now I've not only locked in premium, but I've also locked in some capital gains. All right, let's go ahead and show you guys the spreadsheet. Some of this I filled out already for the ease of time. Take a look here at line item 92 as well as 93. These are the two transactions that were entered into my spreadsheet prior to this roll. And you guys can see right here, if we add up these two contracts, so far I have earned $73. But remember, we have to enter in the new information. So $73 is how much I've earned in premium up until this recent transaction. Let's go back here to the phone, and we're going to go ahead and enter in all this information. Remember, I bought to close this contract for $45. So I have to go ahead and put the new amount here, and it's going to go ahead and reflect a loss on this transaction of $12. Now I'm going to go ahead and indicate that I roll close this position. One of the things that I will do, orange shade to indicate this is a rolled position. And now I'm going to go ahead and fill in the stats for my new contract. Now remember, my updated strike price is now $38. So I'm going to go ahead and put in $38. This expires next week. So I'm going to go ahead and put that information. And again, I earned $70 on this transaction. So I'm going to go ahead and put in $70. And now you guys can see for all three contracts, I have earned so far $98 in premium. So this is what I do, right? If I own 100 shares of a stock, I am actively going to sell covered calls. And if it turns out the share price goes above my strike price, if I want to keep those 100 shares, then I'm going to go ahead and implement the roll feature. I hope you guys got some good information from this video. Feel free to comment down below if you've got any questions. Let me know if you've had to roll a position of late. And again, I'll see you on the next one.